We're back from the epic site as I just returned from the 24-hour Star Wars marathon at the El Capitan Theater. And I also saw it again at the Chinese theater right after. It was amazing. Now, before we left the El Capitan Theater, they capped it off with one more exclusive, this amazing poster. Look at that, it was amazing. It matches my badge. Now, you're all wondering, what are my thoughts? What are my reactions to the Rise of Skywalker? Well, stay tuned, we'll get to that. But for now, R2-D2 has some cool footages of the events leading up to the Rise of Skywalker. R2, show them the footage.
Remember, TRoS will be with you, always.
Alright, we're here at the Hall of Props for the Star Wars movies. Here we are at one of my favorite troopers, the Imperial Death Trooper from Rogue One. One of the cooler designs, and making a comeback in the new Disney Plus series, The Mandalorian. Here's the standard Imperial Stormtrooper, of course. Here's the TIE Fighter pilot from the original trilogy. The Shore Trooper from Rogue One. Let's see. Alright, continue on. Here's the new Jet Trooper from the First Order. Nice sleek design, interesting helmet design there. And I definitely like the new insignia that they gave them. The nice Sith Trooper. Really nice design, very sleek. Would have liked to have seen them more. Let's see, and this is the First Order TIE Fighter, I believe. Yep. See the evolutions of the TIE Fighter pilot suit from the original trilogy. Here's the First Order Stormtrooper from the new sequel trilogy. Let's see. And a very, very shiny chrome Captain Phasma. I can only imagine how much work it took to keep the fingerprints off of her suit. On our way to the other side now. Here's Finn, FN2187. Here, dressed in his rebellion or resistance. Here's Rose. Not bad. Here's Poe, looking like he just came out of Uncharted. So if you're a video game fan and you like Uncharted, you'll get that reference. Oh, here's one of my favorite characters. Sure, she's divisive as to the fans, but I love her. And I really love this all-white suit that they gave her. It is very impressive. It's probably my favorite costume that they gave her, outside of the costume that she wore for The Force Awakens when she went to go look for Luke, and the one that she spent half her time in The Last Jedi. There's Kylo Ren as Supreme Leader. Interestingly enough, they don't put Supreme Leader on here. His suit obviously looks the same pretty much. Alright, here's General Leia Organa. Very nice evolution of what she was wearing before. And of course, no spoilers, so I won't mention what she does in this new movie. Here's the return of Lando Calrissian. A nice evolution of his attire from Solo and from the original trilogy, making a nice evolution between the two. And here's Jaina, the new character. As you can see, very nice. I love the archery and the headband that she has. So that's all the props here for Rise of Skywalker.
It's BB-8, everybody! BB-8, what's that? Are you sure? Okay, I guess I'm not doing a very good job. BB-8 says we need some help. And who better to help than an actual X-Wing pilot, Snap Wexley? It's Greg Grunberg, everybody!
Oh yeah, what's up everybody? This is absolutely the only marathon I can run.
Greg, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure, thanks for having me. What's up?
I assume one of the great things about being friends with J.J. Abrams is you get to fly an X-Wing in a movie.
Yeah, but I didn't know, when I got the call, he's like, come to London, we'll see, I'm like, okay. I get there, and they're all at a restaurant, and I didn't know a lot of these actors at that time, and I'm walking down the stairs, it was downstairs, and JJ looks up and goes, there he is, Snap Wexley! And I was like, that's all I need to fucking hear! Snap Wexley, what a cool name.
Do you remember the kind of the air, the excitement on the set for The Force Awakens, like bringing Star Wars back and in style kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, JJ was just as terrified then as he is now, and the movie, the premiere was absolutely incredible. Dude, The Rise of Skywalker is so unbelievable. I can't wait. You guys excited? Woo! Yes. Okay, I'll tell that story. So, my first experience on the set was with Carrie Fisher, who I missed dearly, and I was so nervous. And I mean, yes, please come on. And being JJ's best friend, it's very cool. We walk on set. It was like, okay, I got my cell phone with me. Not supposed to happen, but I have it. Anyway, and my first scene is with her, and it's an over my shoulder onto her, and she says a line, and she comes over to me, and she's just supposed to cross off, and instead of crossing off, she comes over to me, she wraps her arms around me and grabs my ass. And I'm like, and then JJ comes up to me and he goes, welcome to Star Wars.
This might be the end of the Skywalker saga, but I want it to be the beginning of our saga together. Courtney Dale, no. Will you marry me? Thank you, everyone. Thanks, El Capitan. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
She said yes. That's some Star Wars love right there. Let's get it.
My Star Wars fandom began when I was 8 years old. My dad brought home a VHS box that was black and gold of the original trilogy. If you don't know what a VHS is, it's like a Blu-ray for boomers. It's what started my Star Wars fandom. He put that tape in, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, this incredible space fantasy unfolding before my very eyes. Just seeing this world of adventure, iconic characters, things that stood the test of time. And they still stand the test of time today. As you saw, A New Hope, Empire, they inspire just as much joy in us as when I was a kid as they do today. And that's something that's truly special. And it's easy for people to click the wrong thing out there. No, it's easy to look at look online and look at the state of fandom and be like, wow, it's so fractious, it's so vitriolic, but that's not true. Look around you at all these wonderful, smiling people who've joined you here today. You may not agree on which is the best movie, you may not agree on plot decisions, but you can all agree that you love Star Wars because there's something in there, in that elemental storytelling that speaks to you and speaks to millions of people all across the world. So, don't be lousy online, celebrate the things you love, be kind to each other, and get excited for Star Wars: The Rise
As you saw, the last 2 days were amazing as the fans were treated to several exclusives and surprises. As you have been waiting for, here are several reactions from hardcore Star Wars fans. Go watch the movie and judge for yourself. Let us know what you think.
I thought it was fine. I could see it being divisive to most fans, especially like how they felt, they kind of undid a lot of the Last Jedi stuff. So for those who love the Last Jedi, they might be a little disappointed.
Okay.
But overall, with the fan service alone, I feel like it's a pretty satisfactory ending that most people love and enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Victoria?
After seeing everything together, I thought it was a good way to wrap up the triple trilogy.
Okay.
Calling back to a bunch of old stuff and making it kind of not circular, but sweet, I guess. There's some stuff that bugged me.
Okay.
But I can't go into it
I know.
because of spoilers, but I'm like, Disney, you're cowards.
Well, did you feel some of the impact where some spots where they made sure they hit the feels for most Star Wars fans. Did you feel any of that? Considering
I did feel the impact for most of them. One of them felt cheap to me.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just like tired and jaded.
But overall, you guys had a good experience?
I did.
Okay. Okay.
It was fun. I don't know if I could watch them all in a row again, but like maybe over a week or two would be nice.
Okay.
Once a year, once every 2 years.
Could you watch the Rise of Skywalker again just by itself without 8 other movies attached to it?
I feel that's hard. It's kind of like watching any game. You have to watch the previous ones to understand what's happening.
Unless you're really good at like remembering all the context.
Exactly, yeah.
And it helps like having 8 movies to build upon all those feelings if you sat through all that.
Yeah.
I'm not
It
sure
really
yet
helps.
if it's like a good standalone.
Okay. That takes some time. I mean, it's a lot of content to absorb and try to comprehend because they did put a lot of stuff in there.
They did.
Yeah.
So this is the last movie of the Skywalker saga. You could hear the folks singing the Star Wars theme in the background. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. It brought in a lot of things that I both was kind of anticipating as well as some surprises. No spoilers. There's a lot to take in, and I think for anyone that likes different eras of Star Wars content, Star Wars material, that there's a lot that you'll enjoy being exposed to in this movie. And there's a lot to experience.
Very good. Very good. Well, before we go, anything else, final words you'd like to give us?
I hope you all enjoy the movie, and after you get a chance to see it, we'll chat about it together sometime soon. May the Force be with you.
Hey guys, just got out of Rise of Skywalker. I thought it was great. I loved it. From what I saw, I can see where it could be divisive, but I personally loved it. I consumed a lot of Star Wars content, so I feel like for this movie, there's a lot to pack in. So if you're a Star Wars nerd, you'll probably appreciate a lot of the subtle nods, Easter eggs are in it. But overall, I think this is the one Star Wars movie with the most like hitting your guts of like the feels. Like I felt like they took a lot of attempts at making sure that you saw the emotions on their characters, where usually a lot of times with these types of movies, they gloss past it pretty quick, like, oh, they're happy, they're sad, or whatever, and they kind of move on. This one, I felt like they spent a lot of time focusing on the characters, like how they felt, and whether they're happy, whether they're sad. And for people who are fans of, especially the sequel trilogy, they will really feel like the moments that are in this movie, because it's really made for them. For people who watch all 9 movies and who may hate the sequel trilogy, I don't think this movie will change their mind very much. But for me, I think for any Star Wars fan, they'll like this movie. You know, they may not love everything, but I think they will give a thumbs up for this movie just in general. But other than that, we're going to have an in-depth review of this movie later down the line. Until then, may the Force be with you. And now, this will be a day long remembered. As we said at the beginning of our 2-day epic adventure at El Capitan and the Chinese theater, at last we will reveal our show. At last we will tell you our name. At last we are Nerdrenaline, and we're officially live. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, slide into our DMs. You know what to do. On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Check out our social media handles. This is the Nerdtastic show you are looking for.